Welcome back to another episode of Figuring It Out. So grateful that you are choosing to spend your precious time with me again, and I really hope that the content of this episode will make it super worthwhile for you. Today's topic is how you can make smarter moves with your means. Let's figure it out. So before we dig deep into the topic, I want to share that today I finally figured out how to unlock my comments, and I was able to see how you guys have been actively posting comments and trying to talk to me, but I wasn't yet that savvy, so I missed them for a while, but today I read them and it was really encouraging. So thank you so much for doing that. Please feel welcome to continue doing that. Continue to subscribe, continue to like and share. I truly appreciate it. We're here to grow together. So thank you. Smarter moves with your means. When I talk about means, I'm really talking about your everything, your time, your money, your energy, your skills, your talents, the gifts that you have been given, how you can take all of that and start making smarter moves with it. I'm deeply convinced that the smartest place that you can start this journey is by acquiring wisdom. So Solomon and God are having this conversation where God says to Solomon, "Oh, what would you like me to give you?" And Solomon, without hesitation, says, "God, I want you to give me wisdom and knowledge." And God says to Solomon, you know, when God speaks, you really want to lean in and listen to what he's saying, because that's really where the substance is, right? God said to Solomon, "Since this is your heart's desire, and you have not asked for wealth, possessions, or honor, nor for the death of your enemies, since you have not asked for a long life, but for wisdom and knowledge to govern my people, over whom I made you king. Therefore, wisdom and knowledge will be given to you, and I will also give you wealth and possessions and honor, such as no king who was before you ever had, and none after you will ever have." When I read that verse for the first time, it showed me so much. First of all, it showed me how blessings are sequenced. If you have wisdom and you have knowledge, the result, the outcome of that is going to be that you will automatically have wealth, you will have possessions, you will have honor. So for this episode, the starting point for you to become smarter, to start making smarter moves with everything that God has given you, is to start chasing after wisdom and knowledge. If you prize wisdom, she will make you great. Embrace her and she will honor you. So greatness is as a result of having wisdom. So that's the starting point. And you will find that once you have wisdom, wisdom will start to do different things to you. It will start to address that self-defeating voice that you have in your mind, those limiting beliefs that are always telling you you can't do this. Or some people say things like, "That's just the way that I am." Wisdom will come in and address those areas and basically reveal to you that you are an evolving being, that you are capable of growing, you are capable of expanding. This is how God created you to be, to enhance, to dig your roots dig your roots deeper, so that as you dig into deeper nutrients, you will start to produce even more beautiful fruits. So saying things like, "That is how I am," those are limiting beliefs that once you acquire wisdom, wisdom will come in and weed those things out. Wisdom will also address things that come at you as a result of how you relate with others, beliefs that you have about others, where you see the surface in someone else's life, and without really having the entire picture, you start making decisions in your life based on that. Wisdom will also help you to exercise contentment and also exercise foresight. So smarter moves such as thinking about your health today and starting to invest in it today, starting to take those couple of minutes every day bundled up to exercise. Wisdom will help you to get that understanding and apply it, so that as you hustle, as you go about your hustle, you are doing it in a balanced way, so that 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, what you have accumulated in terms of financial wealth is not being channeled towards paying hospital bills, but rather towards building generational wealth, you being able to travel and to enjoy, and if it comes to your retirement, you doing that in full health and having enough to pass on to your children. The Bible also says that in all you're getting, get wisdom, and by all means get understanding. So that really is the alpha and omega of making smart moves. It's the beginning, it's the middle, it's the finish line of making smart moves. I learned in my life, I learned to differentiate between roots and fruits, or the external versus the internal. I learned that you cannot cosmetic fix your way through life. You have to do the work. You have to put in the time. You have to understand that a nice outfit, a pretty face, a beautiful body might get you into the room, maybe, but it cannot sustain you. You have to have character, you have to have skill, you have to bring expertise. That is what brings a value to the marketplace, and sustainable value. So to the women out there, to the men out there who are investing a lot of time and money in the cosmetics, you know, the designer bags, the photos, see me, I'm here, I'm all of that. Please, I hope that the percentage of that external appearance is a smart one, that you are not actually moving in minus. There was a musician, I forget his name, there was a musician who was talking to, he went to West Africa to do a concert there. It was in the year where a lot of African Americans were returning to Africa, because it had marked that year, I think it was actually 2019, had marked 400 years after slavery, and most of them just had such a deep longing to come back to the continent. And I forget his name, but he was having a conversation after he came back, and he said, you know, I met guys like P Square, and we were having conversations, and when these guys buy the Bentley, they actually really own it. When the African Black American artist flashes around his bling bling in music videos, most times it's on debt, on loans, and that kind of thing. And I think most of us make those moves where we cosmetic our way through life, but are not really dealing with the deeper issues. And I think if you get wisdom, you will understand that it is smarter to hold a €5 bag that has 5,000 euros in it than to hold the Louis Vuitton bag that has only €5 in it for you to spend or to invest wisely. So wisdom is really, really the starting point. I was listening to a pastor who once said that some people are wearing their houses on themselves. You know, you find somebody who just started working, they've taken out a loan, they want to wear the Jimmy Choo shoes, they have to hold a Louis Vuitton bag, but they are absolutely and also not liquid. They are sinking in debt and just doing a cosmetic fix each time to look a certain way that they actually really are not. All those are, I say this respectfully, they are short-sighted and quite foolish moves to make, and nobody is exempt. Nobody starts out knowing exactly what to do. Nobody wakes up and is immediately able to say no to things or people or to decisions. This is something you grow into, you learn. And like Maya Angelou once said, if you know better, you do better. And wisdom can come in and fix those things and help you to not fall into that trap and to not make those mistakes. It will also help you to address destructive habits and hold yourself accountable. Things like, you know, sitting at home and just scrolling through your phone and not minding that maybe 5 hours just went by and you did not do anything constructive. I think it's Brene Brown who talks about spectators versus the team that is playing on the ground, and basically she actually makes a very bold statement, and she says that if you are just spectating through life, then she's not interested in your opinion. I think this is something that also wisdom can come in and help you to address if you're struggling in that area, that you can start to see, where am I wasting time? Where am I spectating and just commenting about people's lives when I could actually start working on a specific area in my life to get better, to get ahead, to challenge myself, grow, expand territory, and all of that. So in short, wisdom is really the starting place. It's the middle and it's the finish line of any smart moves that you want to make. It will help you to address the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, limiting beliefs that you have about others, wasteful activities that you have been carrying out, destructive habits that you have been having, and most of all, it will help you to shift your focus to value-adding activities. I was watching a conversation between Jerry Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy. They started out so many years ago as comedians together, and obviously they both had very amazing careers. Actually, Jerry Seinfeld likes to crack the joke that he has never worked a day in his life because he's doing something that he really loves to do. And he was asking Eddie Murphy if Eddie Murphy is ever going to take the stage again and do another comedy set, you know, one more time for old time's sake, because as you know, Eddie Murphy has influenced the careers of so many legends, you know, like there's nobody in comedy that, especially at least in the Black community, everyone always points back to how Eddie Murphy influenced how they took the stage, how they believed in themselves, how they dared. And Eddie Murphy said that he hopes that he will come back, but he has such respect for the art that he realizes that in order to come back and to really deliver a really good piece, that he has to focus, he has to put in the time, he has to put in the effort. And that is the thing that so many people underestimate today. They just think, oh, Eddie Murphy, you have a name, you have the career, you have the history. If you just show up, everyone will buy your tickets. but because he has such deep respect and he also wants to be integral in his approach to life, he said he knows that even though he is fully equipped to fill up stadiums, he still has the wisdom to know that to get something extremely good done, you have to practice, you have to focus, you have to hone your skills, you have to put in the work, and out of that you will see that excellence will come out as a result. So I'll stop on that note, and I hope that you, moving forward, don't just rush into decisions, don't just take emotional decisions, don't just take short-sighted decisions, but take wisdom-led decisions so that you can get more out of your time, more out of your skills, more out of your money, more out of your resources and everything that God has given you. God bless you. Thank you for blessing me with your time once again, and see you again next Sunday. Bye-bye.